The eagle attacked a snake, but it turned out to be a black mamba, one of the most venomous and aggressive reptiles. The eagle thought that it could deal with it in one strike, but didn't really know what he was getting himself into. The mamba not only resisted the bird, but also managed to bring it down to prevent it from taking flight. A struggle ensued, witnessed by a leopard. The cat decided to join the party. The eagle was in shock, the snake held it, and the cat struck its head. The mamba shouldn't be underestimated, so the leopard tries to keep its distance. However, it's too late for the eagle. In the battle between a cobra and a monitor lizard, the determining factor is the superiority in size. Snakes have a relatively thin body, which can be a problem when the opponent is a powerful monitor lizard with a dense body, muscular clawed limbs, and almost impenetrable tough skin. If the snake is about twice the size of the lizard, it can defeat it. However, the monitor lizard doesn't need to be longer than the snake to have the advantage. Even if they are equal in body length, the lizard's greater mass and physical strength make a significant difference. That's the case here. Moreover, the snake can't penetrate the lizard's skin. It's in real trouble since the legless reptile is defenseless against the lizard. Hence, they see the cobra as food. The monitor lizard's typical tactic is so vigorously shake its head to simultaneously drive its teeth deeper into the enemy's body and stun it with the rapid movement. And in the best case, it might manage to strike the snake's head against the ground. But when the cobra started hitting a vulnerable area of the lizard's skin, it began using this tactic with special fierceness. The snake doesn't give up, continuing to fend off the attacks. However, in this case, the monitor lizard shouldn't have underestimated its opponent. It surpasses it in strength and arsenal, but the cobra uses all its abilities to prevent the lizard from emerging victorious. Unlike the python, the cobra can't strangle such a massive opponent. However, it hinders the lizard's breathing, preventing it from moving sharply, and fights with all its might. The monitor lizard made a wrong choice of an opponent. The cobra still held on long enough to break through its defense and inject its venom. This crocodile tried to attack an anaconda. This snake is not nearly large enough to hunt a mighty reptile like this predator independently. However, it managed to give it unexpectedly worthy and powerful resistance. The jaws of crocodiles are extremely powerful, so the predator's bite surely caused pain and internal damage to the snake. Moreover, breaking free from such an enemy's grip is not possible. If the anaconda tried, the crocodile's embedded teeth would only hurt the snake more. Instead, it went on the counterattack and coiled its long body around the crocodile's neck. The snake is not large enough to strangle the crocodile. For a confident victory over such an opponent, it needs to be about twice as long. Here, on the contrary, the crocodile is twice as large and 5 times more massive than the anaconda. But even though it can't crush or break the snake's neck, the snake continues to resist desperately. Even injured, it firmly clings in its embrace. This yielded results. The crocodile couldn't be strangled, but breathing became much more difficult. In shock, it opened its mouth wide. Nevertheless, the snake doesn't hurry to release its grip. If it tries to retreat, the enemy might bite it again. So the python continues to maintain its hold. Such stubbornness and strength were certainly unexpected. The alligator grabbed the anaconda right by the head. The powerful jaws of the fearsome reptile crushed the snake, squeezing its skull into the sharp teeth sank deeper. However, the anaconda is an incredibly strong snake that shouldn't be underestimated. It didn't attempt to free itself from the enemy's grip. Instead, the anaconda lunged at the alligator and entwined it with its entire body. The snake turned out to be about 2.5 times longer than the alligator. Due to excellent camouflage, the alligator didn't immediately realize how great its opponent actually was, and now it's too late to retreat. The alligator tightens its jaws even more. Its only hope is to crush the snake's head before it crushes the alligator entirely. But the anaconda is not only bold, but also powerful. It doesn't limit itself to a few coils. It entwines the alligator completely. When people arrived at the sounds of the battle, they saw that the snake had practically hidden the enemy under the thickness of its rings. Blood pressure rises in the vessels, and internal organs suffer severe damage. Gradually, the alligator's bones give way and do not withstand, and its sharp splinters embedded into the lungs and heart. The alligator's bite is too powerful. The snake will never crawl out to hunt again, but it took the opponent with it. There was no clear winner in this duel. So attacking an adult anaconda can never be a good idea. Mongooses are considered invincible snake hunters, but each battle with a venomous reptile is a serious risk even for the most agile and experienced mongoose. Battles between mongooses and cobras are particularly impressive. Strangely enough, more often than not, it's the reptile that plays the role of the attacked victim. A confident mongoose attacks one of the most poisonous snakes, considering it just a hardy mule. Both the mongoose and the cobra rely on speed, but in completely different ways. The snake lacks limbs, so what matters is how quickly it can strike with its head and sink its venomous fangs into the prey. It's not enough just to touch. It needs to pierce the skin and inject neurotoxins. The mongoose relies on its paws, allowing it to swiftly bounce off the enemy, spin around, maneuver, and attack. When opponents engage in close combat, the mongoose can use its paws to help push the snake away, or, conversely, pull it in to hold it for that decisive bite. The mongoose's sharp and strong teeth are its weapons, attempting to inflict dangerous wounds on the snake first and then finish it off. Usually, mongooses aim for the opponent's head using the most dangerous tactic, since the jaws house venomous fangs. But when the mongoose grabs the skull, biting the head and neck of the enemy from above, the snake can't wriggle and counterattack. Therefore, the mongoose's very risky tactic is usually the most effective. It's no wonder that in a battle with a mongoose, even large cobras often take a defensive stance, raising their heads and spreading their hood. Cobras never do this for hunting. They just pounce on prey for a bite. But the mongoose's speed is frightening. Even light bites from its sharp teeth can easily pierce the snake's scales. And the final attack on the head often deals fatal damage. The mongoose behaves confidently, but sometimes it overestimates its own strength. The creature is vulnerable to cobra victim. And here, exactly what the little hunter should have feared happened. The cobra managed to reach it and inject its toxin. Just note, the snake is not going to eat the mongoose. This was self-defense. The beast attacked the snake, and only the stunning speed of the throw saved the cobra. Thanks to its long body, it additionally entwined the mongoose, but now it releases the rings and crawls away. It survived, and underestimating the cobra was a mistake. These swift gazelles approaching the watering hole cautiously, as a crocodile might be lurking there. However, this place is safe because the depth is too small for the huge predator to hide in the water, isn't it? Yes, the crocodile indeed cannot sneak up unnoticed. But a python is entirely capable of it. These hoofed animals certainly didn't expect such a lightning-fast attack from a legless snake. These gazelles are among the fastest runners on the planet, but the python's lightning-fast lunge was like a shot. The snake ejected its body from the murky water and seized the prey before the gazelles could even leap away. But that's not it. The python didn't give the gazelle a chance to fight. It instantly coiled around it with its entire body, as if gravity had no power over the snake. Between the bite and strangulation, less than 2 seconds passed. Without slow-motion footage, it's challenging to see all the details of the attack. Just note that to use the full length of its body, the python not only pushes off the bottom during the strike, but also pulls itself forward and towards the prey using its neck muscles. After entwining its prey, the python immediately starts to strangle it. The gazelle struggles desperately but can't do anything about it. It has been skillfully immobilized. The python tightens the coils gradually, making each subsequent breath more difficult for the victim. The python inexorably strangles it, and soon the prey's resistance comes to an end. The gazelle's muscles simply run out of strength. The python breaks the gazelle's bones and begins its feast.